Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Azadeh Shirazi, a board-certified dermatologist specializing in medical, cosmetic, and surgical dermatology. I'm also the founder of AussieMD Skincare. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I want to share 6 beauty hacks that one skincare ingredient can accomplish, and that is glycolic acid. Many of you may have seen videos on TikTok about this. So many people are using it for so many different things. So I really want to do a deep dive into glycolic acid. But before we get started, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know if you've tried any of these skincare hacks, and be sure to share this with a friend because sharing is caring. So what is glycolic acid? Well, glycolic acid belongs to a family of acids known as alpha hydroxy acids, also known as AHA. And it's found actually in a lot of foods, and it's derived from sugarcane. It's a skin exfoliant, and what that means is it breaks up the bonds between skin cells that are sitting on the very surface of the skin. So these are just dead skin cells that are on the outer lining, and what it does is it dissolves them, makes them come off your skin. This is what gives you radiant, glowing skin, because when you have a lot of buildup on the outside of the skin, on the very, very surface, it can give you a dull appearance. So by exfoliating all that dead skin off, your skin texture improves, it looks more radiant. Also, it allows for other skincare products to penetrate better because there's nothing in its way.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
So it's a great exfoliant. It's also a humectant, which means it attracts water, and so it's great at hydrating the skin.
They're never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
Applying glycolic acid to the skin can signal down into the dermis to tell your dermis to boost collagen production. So there are some other benefits in terms of anti-aging. It also helps lighten hyperpigmentation, so it's great for conditions like melasma or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation seen after breakout. It smooths lines and wrinkles. It can also help boost your cellular renewal, because as we age, our skin cells become lazy, so they're not moving through the skin layers as efficiently and effectively as they were when we were younger. So glycolic acid gives them a boost. It speeds up your cellular turnover, which in turn helps with collagen production. So incorporate it into your routine, has a lot of benefits in terms of sun damage and sun weathering. It's a wonderful skincare ingredient, but we're not gonna stop just on the face. Let's talk about all the beauty hacks that glycolic acid helps improve. Number 1, dandruff. Sometimes we see dandruff actually gets worse in the summertime, and it's manifested by buildup of skin cells. So you may see white flakes, like when you scratch your scalp, you might see snowflakes, coming all over your clothing and your desk and whatnot, and that is due to buildup of oil and yeast on the scalp. The yeast feed on these natural oils, they break it down, and it causes your skin cells to divide and renew too quickly, and you can get buildup of the cells. And so what glycolic acid does is it again breaks up the bonds between the scalp buildup, makes them come off your skin, and exfoliates it. So it really does help with dandruff. I also feel that it helps lower the yeast count. Now, depending on the formulation of the glycolic acid, it's best to use a liquid solution with glycolic in it, preferably between 5 to 10% for dandruff. I favor the one spray because it has both glycolic 10% and salicylic acid, which further helps this condition. And it's liquid, and it can just be sprayed into the scalp. You can part the hairs and spray it right onto the skin of the scalp. This formula also makes it less favorable for dandruff causing yeast to grow. So there are other aspects to formulations that can help with dandruff. Another accessible and very affordable product is the Ordinary 7% glycolic acid. You guys may have seen this all over social media. You can use that as well. Paula's Choice has a 10% solution with glycolic acid, it's another good option. Number 2, dark underarms. The dark underarms are really tricky, and I have actually a dedicated podcast episode to dark underarms, so make sure you listen to that if you suffer with this. But dark underarms can be due to hyperpigmentation, it can be due to built up of skin there, it can also be due to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which means that you get a rash or irritation, and then that skin darkens as a response because it revs up melanin production from the inflammation and irritation that was there. So you have to be really cautious with glycolic acid because it can be quite powerful, especially in concentrations greater than 5%. It can actually cause irritation in the dark underarms and make them worse. So that underarm skin is very delicate, and so you want to use a gentle formula in that area. I prefer something along the lines of 2% glycolic acid, something really low, and what that does is it helps exfoliate the skin in that area and helps lighten hyperpigmentation. So in terms of what formula works best, I favor Clarify pads. They come as 60 pads, which make it really easy to just sweep the area. It only is 2% glycolic acid. It's combined with salicylic acid, which is anti-inflammatory. So it enhances the results I find when you combine these two acids together. There are also deodorants and antiperspirants with glycolic acid in them. A brand is called Native, which has the glycolic acid in it as a antibacterial, as well as Kiehl's has a deodorant with glycolic acid. Now this gets me to number 3, which is body odor. A lot of times body odor in the armpits are from bacteria and that mix in with the sweat, and that is what really gives you body odor. So it's not really the sweat itself, it's the bacteria that overgrows in that area when mixed in with the sweat causes a, not so pleasant smell.
Ew.
And so glycolic acid helps kill those bacteria, reduces them in counts.
Perfect. Oh my God.
Actually, there's been studies that show it does have antibacterial activity, which is enhanced at lower pHs, which is again why formulation is important. I do favor these Clarify pads because they're super easy to use and they're not too strong for that delicate underarm skin, yet they get the job done. So you can use that for both dark underarms and body odor in that area. Number 4, thick cracked heels. Again, glycolic acid is great at getting rid of buildup, that thick skin that can accumulate on our heels, particularly if you wear a lot of flip-flops or you're wearing shoes that don't have a back to them. That pressure and that poor foot support as you walk, thousands of steps over time, it can cause that skin in that area to build up and dry out. So it's very effective at reducing that buildup, but also it's a pretty good humectant, meaning that it attracts water, so it helps hydrate the skin. I favor applying the glycolic acid to your heels and then maybe even sealing it in with a little Aquaphor. I favor the one spray, again, because it's super easy to just spray on the heel area and then apply a coat of Aquaphor. You can also use a product like this one with 10% glycolic acid. This is Drunk Elephants. Again, The Ordinary is a great option. It's affordable. It's 7% glycolic acid. What I like about the one is it also has salicylic acid. So applying that to the heels with some Aquaphor on top and wearing some socks, you can do that a couple times a day if you want, or just once a day. If it's too irritating, you can cut that to 3 times a week, for example. But that is effective at softening and smoothing cracked, dry, thick heels. Number 5, body acne. Whether it's acne on your back, on your buttock, on your thighs, glycolic acid helps with reducing the acne bacteria as well as exfoliating the skin off so the skin isn't getting clogged and your pores are not getting compacted and built up with dirt and debris. So it's very effective at reducing body acne. I find the one spray to be effective because it also makes it less favorable for yeast and bacteria to grow, which contributes to butt and body acne. But any of those formulations that are in the liquid form is really helpful. Creams are a little harder to put on the body, it takes a little bit more effort. But the sprays or the liquids are super easy to use for body acne. It also helps improve skin texture. Number 6, ingrown hairs. So ingrown hairs can be a problem, particularly like on the thighs or in the inner thighs, where you might have some rubbing, or if you wear really tight yoga pants, that can block your pores and prevent the hairs from coming to the surface of the skin. Also, some people are just really prone to it. They have very curly, coarse hair, and that certainly can affect how the hair grows back in, particularly if you're waxing or shaving really close. Then that can cause the hairs to kind of get trapped underneath the skin surface, and then as it's trying to make its way out from the surface of the skin, it gets clogged. And so glycolic acid helps exfoliate that dead skin, allowing the hairs to come through the skin layer and not get stuck and become ingrowns. And so using an AHA solution with glycolic acid even a few times a week is really helpful. Not only will it help with the discoloration and hyperpigmentation that a lot of times these ingrown hairs cause, but also helps prevent them and help smooth the skin texture and prevent those hairs from getting stuck underneath the skin surface. If you're getting ingrown hairs in delicate areas like the neck skin or in the groin area where the skin tends to be thinner and more delicate, then I favor products like the Clarify pads. Are really gentle formulation. They only have low percentages of glycolic acid in combination with salicylic acid, which I think helps a little bit more. You can just use one sweep for both of those areas. That's helpful. If you're getting ingrown hairs like on the back of your thigh or areas of skin that's a little bit thicker, then you can use a stronger solution like the glycolic acid by The Ordinary, or the one spray that's super easy. Paula's Choice again has a 10% glycolic, and I will list some more down in the caption. All right guys, I hope that was helpful. For more skin hacks, particularly summer skin fixes, check out my other video on other useful beauty hacks, particularly in the summer. Until next time, thanks guys for joining in, and don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. Share this with a friend who might also find this valuable.